What's up, YouTube? What's up? What's up? It's your girl, Pynk Whitney, coming in. Come on in, everybody. I ain't been out here in a minute. I'm back. My last video was a few months ago, and I told you all that I was gonna start back going live, and I'm back. So hey, how's everybody doing? What's going on? What's going on? I'm here at home in my home office, doing some little homework or whatever. I'm in school, so I've been having a lot going on. That's another reason why I don't really be having time to make videos because my ass, I be working. I work 2 jobs and I have my own salon. So during the week, I'm always on go. So to make a video during the week for me, diabolical. Probably not gonna happen. So I do have time tonight. I decided to come home. I was gonna go and see somewhere, go, catch a vibe somewhere. But I was like, no, I got homework, so I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna come home, I'm gonna do my work, and go and get it out the way. I got some accounting homework to do, and I'm just gonna go and nip that in the bud. So tomorrow, I won't have to worry about it because I have some more assignments in my business class to do, and I don't want to put all that work on me in one day. So yeah, I'm gonna go on and complete it tonight. Cause I'm almost done with it. I just been procrastinating, putting it off and stopping and starting back. But I hope everyone is good. I hope everybody is feeling good tonight. It's nice outside. It's like 51 degrees here now. The weather is coming back to normal finally. We're not in freezing temperatures anymore. So that's good. And yeah, I'm here in my home office. Y'all see this black box right here behind me? Yeah, that's my fauna. I love it. I love it. It's my fauna. But yeah, I'm here doing my homework. I'm coming live. I don't want to be no Debbie Downer or nothing tonight, but this is just a story that I said I was gonna put on my YouTube channel because it's about me. It's my channel. Majority of the videos on here is about situations that I've been through, um, people that I've met, and just that I interact with, build relationships with, and just me in general. My relationships, my business. I teach classes on here. I do a lot on here. So oh, this episode is gonna be a little personal. This live rather, it's gonna be a little personal because I'm gonna tell y'all a story of when I found out that my mom passed away. Okay, everybody know I'm from Memphis, born and raised in Memphis. Grew up in Orange Mound, Bethel Grove area. Moved to like the East University of Memphis area later on in life, or when after my mama died. But I was born and raised in Bethel Grove in the Mound. I ran those areas. Those were the areas that I grew up in. So those areas are real important to my growing up and like my family life because that's where I grew up at, on Pendleton. Pendleton and Lamar to be exact. Y'all know where they said in the city. Y'all know. A lot of people know that whole street right there. Yeah, them my folks. But yeah, so I'm this story is gonna be about the day that my mama died, and it was December 28th, and this has to be 1998, I believe. Yeah, 1998. I was 8, probably 9 years old. Just turning 9. Yeah, I probably just turned 9. Because my birthday was in June. And I probably was 9 years old. And okay, somebody just tried to call me, so somebody just tried to call me, so I put my do not disturb on. But yes, it was a Sunday morning, just a regular Sunday morning. Like usual, we would get dressed. My mama would get me and my brother. Oh, I have a little brother. My mama would get me and my brother up, ready to go to church with my grandma on Sundays, cause my grandma would come pick us up some Sundays, and some Sundays my granddaddy would come pick us up. On this particular Sunday, we was going in with grandma, and grandma usually get to church around about 10, 9:30, really before 10, really probably like 9, because she was on the usher board, and she used to have to be there to usher the saints in the church or whatnot. Oh, we would get there. Well, my grandma come get us. We ready. Go to church with grandma. Typical day. I can't really remember a lot, but I know grandma came and picked us up. And my mama was at home. She probably laid back down or whatever, because, the kids gone. Typical mama stuff, like, okay, it's Sunday, I'm finna relax type stuff. So we was gone. All I remember, that was the last time I saw my mama alive that Sunday morning. Probably around 8:45, 9 o'clock that morning. Oh, and we went to church. I can remember going to church. I can remember leaving church. Probably grandma cooking, we eating. I'm knowing it for sure. She probably cooked. We ate at the house, and my grandma was still on Pendleton, and we stayed with my mama. My, we stayed on Redwood. My grandma stayed on Pendleton. So she picked us up from Redwood. Y'all know Redwood, third word. Y'all know what he said. Yeah. Um, we stayed over there, and my grandma stayed on Pendleton. So all this like right around the corner. Not even 5 minutes. Damn near a minute away from each other. We stayed. I could walk to my grandma's house from our house. And so after church, we'll do eat or whatever. Come back to my grandma's house, the family, and all that. And my mama worked at the hospital. She worked at Delta Medical. It's not called Delta Medical anymore. I mean, it's not called Delta Medical anymore, and it wasn't called Delta Medical then. It was called Eastwood Hospital, if y'all know. It was a long time ago. Yeah. But yeah, it was Eastwood Hospital, and my mom worked there as a dietitian. And yeah, I don't know if she went to work that day. I don't know. I don't think so. She probably just relaxed at the house. But the day went by, and we was waiting on my mama to come get us, and she never came and get me and my brother. So my brother not knowing too much. He's 4 years old, so he really just playing and doing him. But I'm wondering, it's getting later and later. I'm like, where my mama at? Cause I know she coming to get us. Like, my mama wouldn't leaving us. She coming to get us for sure. So my brother would probably stay with my grandma, but I would be ready to go home. Like, I want to go be with my mama. Like, really. I'm like, where my mama? She ain't came in. I'm wondering where she is. And she never came and got us today. And for some reason, it's just, I felt like I knew something had happened to my mama as a child. This is me 9 years old. I'm like, something ain't right with my mama, because she would have been came and got us. Like, she would have been coming and picked us up. And my grandma was saying the same thing. She was just wondering, well, I don't know where she at, and stuff like that. I don't know what's taking her so long. So they was calling and wasn't getting no reply. So my uncle went down there to check on my mama, and my uncle found my mama dead. Like, long story short, my uncle went to the house to check on her, and he found her dead. And what I was told is she had a heart attack, and nobody was there to help her or call 911. But the thing is, my godmama said she had came out there. They stayed and talked for a little while that day, that morning, probably a little bit after we left. And she was fine. She was like, she was fine. We sat there and talked and done a cookie and all that. When she left, and I guess my mama laid down. And she had a heart attack and she never got back up. But while I was there waiting in my grandma's house, waiting on my mama, I'm like, something wrong with my mama. I know it. She would have been here. And when I heard the ambulance coming down Pendleton, it's like Pendleton going towards Sam's. I was like, I know they going to my house. I know they finna go to my house. I just knew it because I'm like, they gotta be going towards my house, coming this way. They were coming down Pendleton. I just knew they were going to my house, and they were. And that night, it's the night that my mom passed away, and my grandma, they went down there. I guess they went to see her and stuff, and they came back and told us what had happened. It's a 9-year-old child. I took the information in, but some of my spirit had already told me that my mama was gone anyway. But I still took it in. It's like, I still took it in like hard. Like, wow. Like, this was over the Christmas break, y'all. Y'all know the Christmas holiday break. This happened. So before Christmas break, I always say this if I ever told y'all this story before. I tell people all the time, I was like, before Christmas break, back in the 4th grade, I had a mama. When we came back to school from our Christmas holiday and New Year's holiday, my mama was gone, y'all. I did not have a mama no more. So entering back in school was like mind boggling to me without my mama. Like, and I don't even know how my brother really feel about it, but he was very young, so I know he had some feelings because he remember his mama and he remember not seeing her no more. You know, not having their mother's touch no more. But he most definitely got it from my grandma though. My grandma took care of us. She raised us when my mama died. But yeah, y'all. So like the Christmas holidays and stuff like that, it's very hard for me because that's the season that I lost my mama. And it's a season where another traumatic incident happened because just I won't even say just it just happened. It was a traumatic that was a traumatic year for me as a child. And all of that kinda happened during that same break. It was just a lot of I don't know. A lot of loss going on during that break. So yeah, my mama passed. We was planning a funeral and stuff. We back in school, and school had started getting very hard for me. Like I was starting to be very, very rebellious after my mama passed. It was like I couldn't believe it had happened, y'all. Like I could not believe it. Like the kids was getting picked up by their mamas. Their mamas was coming to the school, and my mama was not coming to this school no more. That fucked me up as a child. That I couldn't see my mama no more. It still fucked me up as an adult, but then, man, I was acting out. This when I arrived at that moment. I had to grow up quick because this when I was like, shit, it's me against everybody. My mama gone. I had my daddy, but I didn't live in the home with my dad. So it's like, man, what? Look. I don't got no mama. I ain't really got nobody. Even though that wasn't true, I had my grandma. My grandma raised me. I love my grandma as a second mother. Like this my mom. This mom. Like yeah. So not taking anything from that, but it's just ain't nothing. Ain't nobody like your mother. Like the coochie you came out of. Ain't nobody like that. So I just encourage everybody. Excuse me. I encourage everybody to like honor your mom, respect your mom, do what she say, whatever it is. Like as long as it ain't harming nobody, hurting nobody. Even if it is harming somebody, hurting somebody, do what your mama say. I'm just playing. But yeah, just respect your mom. Try to help her out as much as you can. Because I won't get the opportunity to ever do that. Like, I didn't even get a shot at it. Like, a teenager, a 20-year-old, I never got a shot at it to, like, just be there for my mama. Like, I probably was there for her. It's her first child, it's her daughter. So I know that much, but I'm like, just to be like, mama, let me do your hair. Or, mama, let me paint your nails. Like, I ain't never get to do that with my mama. And it really was traumatic. Like, if y'all know the show The Parkers, I said me and my mama would have been just like Nikki Parker and Kim, baby. That's us. I would have been staying with my mama and everything. Like, that was my mama. Like, that was my friend. My mama was my best friend. Oh, and I ain't really had one since. Like, really, to be real, hold on. I don't want to keep coughing on camera. I've been under the weather a little bit, so excuse me for the coughing. If my voice sound a little cracky, I need to make me some tea, but I'm alright. But yeah, my mom was my best friend. I loved her. I remember laying in the bed with her. I remember just sitting there with my mama, putting lotion on her feet. She used to always want me to put like Vaseline and lotion on her feet. Like, I remember doing it. I think that's why I like doing nails and like doing pedicures, because I've always been a caretaker. Like, I guess I can go back and say, well, I did help my mama because I used to do that, and I remember doing it. I remember putting oil on her legs, on her feet and stuff, and just she'll be laying down trying to go to sleep. Couldn't come in here and do this, or come in here and do that. So, yeah, I did do my little stuff as a 9-year-old. Y'all know we gonna work the kids, so I do remember doing it. I remember her cooking for me. I remember sitting at the living room table watching TV or something, you know. I remember her bringing little stuff home from work. She worked at the hospital, bringing home good snappers, good snappers. That's when snappers was good for real. That ain't good no more. That was real good back then. Good snappers in the can, in a glass thing, glass bottle. But yeah, she used to bring them big home. She used to have a dude who used to come and bring her steaks almost every week. We used to have a deep freezer full of food, deep freezer full of steaks, meats, whatever we wanted. She used to buy it. He used to come through there all the time with me for my mom. And she was just a great mother. So that's how I know I would be a great mother, because I really had a great role model in my mom and my grandma. My grandma was, the best grandma ever. So especially when it comes to like the caring and the providing, my grandma was a provider for sure. My mama was a provider for sure. So I grew up around both women. Like, they ain't begging on me for nothing. It's cool, whatever you do, cool, but I'm still gonna get it. You hear me? I'm still gonna work. My grandma worked all the way up until she couldn't no more. My mama worked until she couldn't no more. So it's like I always been around women who was getting it, who was on it. They weren't sitting around. They weren't waiting on a check or none of that. They was working. So yeah, even my aunties, they was working. Like, both women. But yeah, y'all, that's like one of the most. That's like the number one top traumatic thing, because I guess it's like the first thing that ever the first traumatic thing that happened to me. But I went to therapy. I got some therapy. I talked it out, cried it out, prayed it out. I done anything. I drank it out, ate it out, all type of shit. Dated it out. I went through a phase where just oh, that's another that's another yep, that's another life. Put it like that. Dated it out, ate it out, drank it out. I ain't do no drugs. I never was a fan of drugs, so there was nothing. But I did try some coping mechanisms. I hustled it out. Oh, hustled it. Now I ain't gonna lie. Hustling out the pain, the grief. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Hustling out the motherfucking grease. Because if you get your money up, you find you something you like to do, you find you a passion, you find you a job, do something. Keep yourself going. Do not lay and wallow in the funk of grief because it will take you down. Like, you will be depressed as hell. I can't count probably how many times I've been depressed, but I never stayed in this state. Like, I can't stay in this state because I gotta get up and do this. I gotta get up and go here. I gotta do something at the wig. I gotta go here. I gotta go work at the real supply store. I gotta go open my shop. I gotta go do this. Like, nah, I had to keep going. So I most definitely couldn't stay in this state of mind. So it's cool. We all go through it. We go through things. We don't let them go through us. We keep going through the process. Because whatever God take you to, he gonna bring you through it. I know that for sure. Like, I really could be an advocate for people who suffer grief at a young age because it just, I knew, number one, God had already told me that my mama was gone, so you gonna have to, it's time for you to do this. It's time for you to be you. Like, your mama gone, so now it's about you. So I knew that at a young age, like, I was different. I was like chosen because God spoke to me at a young age and told me I was chosen and it's my time. Like, and I don't even remember myself really as a child grieving it as much because I was around the whole process. Like, my grandma took me to the funeral home. I got to see my mama laying there undressed. We took her clothes there and we dressed her. Me and my grandma. I sat there with them funeral home people and we dressed my mama. So I got to see death in the process is very early to understand it. And I remember leaving the funeral home. hmm Yeah. I remember leaving the funeral home, driving with my grandma, and she started crying, and that's when I really felt it because the cry of a mother losing her child, Lord, yeah, that's some shit I never forget. I really done seen my grandma grieve through a lot of shit, and that's what kind of make me stronger too because she done had to endure some shit. And I have too, so I felt her on a whole nother level. She lost two children that I know of. And my granddaddy, when my granddaddy died, mine, look, losing your child and a good husband, baby, ex, excellent husband, baby, that shit'll take you down through there. Like, my grandma was so strong during all of those processes that I can remember because I stayed in the home with her directly. So I used to hear her during the day. She moving and grooving. She taking care of the business. She doing this. But at night, man, I used to hear my grandma cry so loud in the bathroom, in the kitchen, cleaning up. She used to cry out. I just wanted to go in there and just get her, but I knew she would stop. Like, if I was to wake up and go stop her, she would have act like she wasn't even crying. She used to cry so hard, it was like she was about to be about to choke and throw up. But yeah. Oh yeah, that taught me a lot about strength too because I find myself doing it sometimes. But you will see me on a daily, and you won't. You don't know the half. You don't even know the half of what be running through my head, baby. That's why every day I try to take it day by day. I try to take everything with a grain of salt. This coming in me, thought, knock that out. That coming in me, thought, knock that out, knock that out. Whatever. Just keep going, just keep going. Don't let it stick. Don't let it get to me. If you get what I'm saying. If you get what I'm saying, don't let it stick to me. Just brush that shit out. Keep going, keep going. Because that's what I was brought up around. I wasn't brought up around a parent that's sitting laid on the couch, drink liquor, smoke weed, do drugs, and process grief like that. I wasn't raised like that. I seen my grandma get up the next day, go to her business, and take care of the business for 12 hours. And still come home and cook and clean for my granddad and me and my brother. She in her 40s, she in her 50s, raising 2 kids again. She done raised all her kids. She back raising 2 kids, 2 babies. A 9-year-old and a 3-4-year-old. A 9-year-old and a 4-year-old. So she had to snap back in mama mode because it's no longer grandma now, you back mama. So that's why I say my grandma is really like my second mama. She's like my mama, my other mama. I ain't even gonna say second mama. That was my other mother. Cause she stepped up to the plate. She ain't let us go with my daddy. And I'm honest to saying, she ain't let us go with my daddy. It was no. I'm sure my daddy probably tried to get us. I don't know, but I already know my grandma was not going. She got us. We went to court and everything. So she made sure that she got legal guardianship of me and my brother. So yeah. But I love my dad. I had a great daddy. My daddy, he did what he could for us. You know, he came and got us. He took care of us. He loved us. All of this. Started a blended family. He got 2 sisters, still mama, all that. So yeah, both sides was pretty alright. Both sides was okay. My grandma cared for my daddy. She ain't never disrespect him. She always let him come and get us. It wasn't no problem. My daddy paid child support, all that. So I never speak down on my daddy, none of it, because my daddy was a great daddy to me. That's all I know. My daddy ain't never with me. My daddy gave me whatever I want. So when it comes to these men, baby, I don't know. You telling me no, they don't stand well with me because none of the men in my life really told me no. So I don't understand no sometimes. That's one of the problems I'm still working out. Don't tell me no. But yeah, y'all. So this kind of the gist of that story of my mom passing. Then we went on, had the funeral and stuff. I can't really vaguely remember the funeral, but I know we did have it. And it was in the front row, me and my brother. And we just took care of me and my brother. It's just me and my brother. So we knew this. We getting there. Me and my brother. Take care of your brother. This all my grandma was like, take care of your brother. Do this for your brother. This your brother. This your brother. But yeah, I had to be. So I was the leader. I was the big sister. So yeah, take care of your brother. But yes, y'all, 'cause he was the baby. And but yeah, teenagers was cool coming out of that adolescence. It was rough. I went through schools. I was going to Cherokee when my mama died. After Cherokee, I wanted to go to Airways. My grandma was not going. When my mama died, she moved us out the hood. She moved us out of Bethel Grove, and we went to private school. I went to St. Me and my brother, we went to St. Anne Catholic School. We went to Catholic school, matter of fact. It was a nice experience. I ain't gonna cap. Catholic school is okay. I ain't gonna say it's 100%, but it's alright. The educational system, curriculum, it's okay. It's good. It's great. But it's a lot of, it may be more diverse than it was back in the 90s, back in the 2000s, early 2000s. It may be way more diverse because I can count how many us was in class. That's how I met my girl Jaisha Woods. Shout out to my girl Jaisha. I love you, boo. That was like my sister at school because we was the same. That was my sister. She still is. But in school, we was all we had in that motherfucker. We got. And my sister's keeper. Yes, I am. So, yeah, that was my sister. Because we was all we had. Like, in Catholic school was different. We had to go to mass on Wednesday. So, that was different for me when I'm coming from going to what's it called, Sunday school and church and non-denominational church and going to Catholic church on going to mass on Wednesdays. That was different. So I learned that. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all things involving spirituality. I enjoyed it. So church mass was great. We took communion, did all of it. That was a whole nother experience for me. And I would go back to a Catholic church now and just go for the experience again because I experienced it young. And Father Pugh, he passed away. Shout out Father Pugh family and everybody and all the St. John family and the Cherokee family. And so after St. Anne, we went there for a year. Then I went to Colonial because we moved out in the area next by Colonial. We was like in walking distance to Colonial. And Colonial was cool. That was my school. We thugged it out at Colonial. I graduated from Colonial. Ninth grade, graduated from there. What was the 8th grade? Baby, I don't know. Yeah, 8th grade. Graduated from there and went to Melrose. I had to come back, you know? My grandma, look, if I could reverse the times, I probably would have stayed in the Catholic curriculum because or went to Overton or something like that because baby, but I had to get back to the mail. Cause that's where my roots was at. I was missing my Cherokee folks, cause that's what I knew. And so but Melrose is a great school. I love Melrose. It's my dear Melrose High, we love it underneath our Melroseville. Yeah. Your banners fly away me, a symbol of our faith in thee. America. I think I missed up, which I know. If you know, you know. You know, you know. Yes, y'all. This my school. I graduated from Melrose, class of 8, the best class ever. Like, we was so fucking live. Our prom was live, our homecoming was live, our class was live. We was just live. Our football team was the biggest. Baby, stop playing. Basketball team, the greatest. Baby, stop playing with us. But yeah, went to Melrose, had every year, had fun. No problems. I probably got in one argument. I don't think I ever got in a fight at school. Somebody tried it, but it didn't last long. It didn't even pop out because, baby, my folks pulled up, walked up there. Do you hear me? Ready. So, yeah, it ain't even pop out. But, at Colonia, I got in a fight. A hoe hated on me. I ain't even gonna give her no clout. I ain't even gonna say her name, but she know who she is. Big B. Yeah. She know who she is. I can't even remember why we got into it, but I beat her ass, and everybody know that. Ex Coach Corey, they know. Miss Infinite, she know. Who else was out there? All I know is Coach Corey came and snatched me. Whitney, come on, nah. I'm like, nah, she thought with me. Like, I don't mess with nobody. Like, I literally was at school being pretty, like I am now. So the hoe was hating. Crusty, dusty, musty ass bitch. Wanted to fight me. And she got what she was looking for. So, yeah. Back to me. Okay, so that was like the only fight I got in school because, no, what I look like fighting? Like, you think you finna fuck my face up? That's really what y'all be wanting to do when y'all try to fight people that look like me. They be trying to mess our face up. So I tell every young lady, I be like, girl, Ignore them people. They trying to miss your Facebook. They trying to miss your Facebook. They trying to cut your Facebook. Don't argue with these hoes. Get your money up. They gonna hate that even worse. It's gonna kill them. But these days, you might have to scrap it out because these little girls, they got a lot of mouth on them. And a lot of people don't play for it. Like, they'll sneak you. So, if somebody sneak you, by all means, handle your business. But let this stuff go. Don't be arguing with these people. Don't let them go because life is too short. But yeah, made it through there, made it through Colonial, made it through Melrose. Once I took cosmetology at Melrose, I'm leading off for a whole nother story now. But but yeah, I took cosmetology while I was going to Melrose all 4 years, or was it 3 years? I think I started in ninth grade. I think I did. And I love being in cosmetology. As you can see, I love all things hair, nails, clothes, bling, makeup, facials. I love everything like this. So it was just natural for me to. That's another reason why I feel like I went to Mirror too, because that's where I found my passion in. You know, I wouldn't have been able to get there at Albertine or at Ridgeway and stuff like that because they didn't focus on the trades like that. I don't think, but I know Melrose had a trade program, vocational program, and I was in the vocational cosmetology program. Miss Lewis, shout out to Miss Gill and Miss Lewis. I love y'all. Love y'all so much. Y'all taught me so much. I promise. Miss Gill used to be on my ass. Oh, Miss Gill used to be on my ass like Miss Bell at Tennessee Tech. Because when I left Melrose, I went to Tennessee Tech. But Miss Gill and Miss Bell, they ain't play with me at all. Miss Lewis ain't play with me either. But Miss Gill, baby, Miss Gill told me I couldn't lift another comb in her class until I passed their written test. Baby, she told me I couldn't do nothing else practical. Because it's me in there trying to give me some little money on the side. Miss Gill was like, you better not pick up another comb, hair clip, nothing in her until you pass. Until you pass these tests. I was so mad at Miss Gill. I had an attitude with her every day. I'm like, she won't let me. My Miss Gill didn't play this fool. If you ain't passed that work, if you ain't passed some assignments and the test, baby, you can't do no practical. You finna have to do your assignments, baby. You finna have to know what you are doing. Know how many angles and degrees of cutting you about to do. Cause she ain't played it. You finna have to watch a video. You finna have to go over these books. Go do some reading. Miss Gill did not play that. Miss Bell didn't play that either. Miss Bell didn't play that with me. I used to think Miss Bell was picking on me. But Miss Bell is actually my family. That's my auntie cousin. So Miss Bell just had a deeper connection to me, and she knew I could do better than what I was trying to do. I was trying to ease my way through the class, and she was like, nah, you finna learn this shit. You ain't just finna be doing it. You finna know it too. So yeah. So yes, but it's like my whole journey I've been having like people supporting me and like just being there and seeing something in me. I really appreciate Miss Lewis. She saw something in me early on. Miss Gill saw something in me early. Miss Gill knew I had something in me. It's just I wanted to do it my way. And she was like, it's a time and a place for that. You in school now. You gotta learn what you doing first. Miss Gill didn't play. I love Miss Gill. But yeah, when I got to Miss Lewis' class, it was on, baby. I was a professional. Baby, I was in there doing pedicures. My auntie used to come up there and get her nails done. She used to come in there and get her pedicure done when nobody in the class didn't want to do pedicures, baby. I was the only one wanting to do them. They was still doing, but I was the only one that wanted to do it and was waiting on the customers. Even at Tennessee Tech, I wanted to do pedicures and nails. Like, wasn't nobody on the nail game like I was back then, back in 08, Back in '07, '06, '08, baby, that wasn't nobody trying to learn how to do nails. I was doing it. I've been doing nails since '07. Excuse me. Since high school. I tell people that all the time. I was the only one in the school staying after school at Melrose doing folks nails in the chemistry classroom. In Miss McCurl classroom. Shout out to Miss McCurl. And I was doing nails in the gym too after school. I used to stay basketball practice. Me and Rashika Bird, shout out to Bird. I used to be doing bird nails on the floor in the gym. Cosmetology room. They don't lock me out the cosmetology room. It's time to go home. It's time to go home. They putting me out of there. But I'll go down to the gym. Give me a little spot on the floor. I'm doing nails on the floor. This shit on the floor for real. For real, for real. So I was destined to do this because it was in me. And I could take it anywhere and do it. You couldn't stop me. I mean, we supposed to be tutoring. I'm doing nails. I love chemistry class. Miss McCurry made me love chemistry. And it all tied into the cosmetology too. So I had a smooth transition in school. I ain't gonna lie. I had fun in school. I got me some money. I made friends. My history in it was, and I was it's so many memorized stories. Ooh, I ain't even gonna. But I couldn't do nothing in school. Like, y'all, I was real. I ain't gonna lie, my attitude was fucked up. Shout out to Coach McClain. Coach McClain know. Miss Thams, they know. I had a little attitude. I was a little razzle-dazzle. Like, I used to have to sit in the office sometimes because teachers might want... the teachers might want to deal with it. They used to... Harmon, yeah. I'm calling Miss Thams. And Miss Thams used to come get me, baby. And I used to sit in her office and eat. And she used to be like, don't be going up in that lady class and giving her no problem again. I'm like, Miss Thams, I just do this so I can come down here with you. I don't want to be in there. And we used to laugh. I used to be like, Miss Thams, I don't want to be in that classroom. I want to be in here with you for this hour. Let me just sit in here. So... I used to give Miss Smith. Hey, shout out to Miss Smith. I love you, Miss Smith. I'm sorry. I used to give Miss Smith hell, baby, to get up out of there. Miss Smith class was so boring. The only thing made it fun was us. We was in Miss Smith class tripping, checking, everything going on because it was like 12th graders and I think I was in the it might have been 11 and 9th graders in the class together, man. That class used to be so funny, bro. Me, Dion, Bucci, AJ, all them used to be in that class, bro. And E-Moon, everybody used to be in that class, and that shit used to be too fucking loud. Miss Smith couldn't do nothing with us. Miss Smith couldn't do Miss Smith couldn't do nothing with a class with Bucci in it, y'all. If y'all know, and Dion was, oh Lord, rest in peace, Dion. Oh, love you, Dion. Rest in peace, Dion. My Dion was in that class. If y'all had Dion and Bucci in the class together, fool, y'all wasn't getting no work done. It was laughter the whole class. It was a comedy show the whole class. Nobody was getting no work done. I'm sorry. There was a non-working class right there. Because it's no way the whole class gonna be tripping the whole hour. And we in there with each 9th, 10th graders, 12th graders, all us in there together. Man, we used to give Miss Smith hell. Miss Smith was a YT lady. Whitney Harmon, I'm gonna send you to Miss Thams. I used to be like, Miss Smith, what? Send me down. Call her. Send me down there. Please. Miss Thams used to come up there. She used to act like she was mad. Baby, we get in the highway, we laughing. I'm like, Miss Thams, I don't want to be in this class. It's boring. Like, it was an art class, y'all. It wasn't even nothing. I'm the art queen. You know, I'm already up on this art. Man, can't nobody see me with no art. Come on there, Miss Smith, leave me alone. That's how I was in there. Like, just leave me alone. I'm in here doing the art assignments before they even do. So why is you messing with me? That's what I was on in there. It's like she picked on me every day. I ain't gonna help y'all. Whitney Harmon, if you're not gonna, girl, call Miss Sam's, please. So it was either Miss Sam's or Mr. McLean coming to get me. Mr. McLean, Whitney, get in there and sit down. Get in my office and sit down. I'm in there kicking it in his office. Every period. I'm in the principal office. But they ain't call home. They never called home. They just told me to sit in there with them. I ain't gonna lie. Mr. Boo called home on me. He changed my life because I thought he was gonna call my grandma or something. Man, Mr. Boo messed around and called my uncle up there. I was like, I was in the class, matter of fact, this so funny, y'all. I was in the class with Bucci and Dion again. This was in Mr. Boo taught history. What did Mr. Boo teach? I believe he taught history. I can't remember. Damn, I can't remember. But Bucci and Dion was in their class too, and for them folks used to stay messing with me. Like, if they weren't checking me, they was checking the whole class. So it's each other. So and I'm sitting directly with them. Like, this my desk, this Bucci, and this probably Dion right here. Like, and it's going down every day. Like, these folks coming in the class, checking. Like, bruh. None but laughs this whole class. But we ain't play with Mr. Booth like Miss Smith. We ain't, no. I just used to play with Mr. Booth a little bit, but we used to pipe down a little bit with Mr. Booth. I ain't gonna lie. Mr. Booth ain't play this shit. Whitney, I'm gonna. All he had to do was say your name and you would have kind of got straight. You know, you would have, he got straight in the majority of the time. Mr. Booth most definitely got straight in. But yeah. We used to be in there, and I guess I got small with Mr. Booth one day. Mr. Booth, man, he did it so smooth. I'm thinking, I'm gonna call your mom. I'm gonna call home. I don't know how he called my uncle, but he did his big one. He ain't have to call nobody no more. I don't know if he tried my grandma number once in the machine info, or she told him to call my uncle, bruh. I was in their class, lollygagging, horse playing, giving the attitude to Mr. Booth, and my uncle was at the fucking door, and I didn't even know. Man, we in the mail. The business right down the street on Pendleton. My uncle up there in less than probably less than 15 minutes. My uncle up there in about 6 minutes. So it wasn't nothing for him to come on up there. I turned around and my uncle was in that class though. I was like, and I was in the midst of, I was in the midst of giving Mr. Boo hell, bro. I think Mr. Boo said something because he knew I was gonna talk big. Like, he knew my uncle was outside, bro. I must have said, I know I said something big smart. I know. And my uncle creeped in their room. It was like a deer in head. Like, yo. Bro, everybody was wondering who parent. Who parent was in there, and he just sat in their room until class ended, bro. I was like a statue. I didn't say nothing. There was a quiet, bro. Mr. Booth ain't have to worry about me talking back no more. I know that much. You called my uncle up here, Mr. Booth. You gave me. You could have called, and you wouldn't even call my daddy. How you call my uncle? Like, what? My Mr. Booth got hold of my uncle, and he came up there. His shit was legendary. He made mine. They seen him, and he made everybody get right. Everybody get right. I'm telling you. But there was one funny story with Dion and them. Man, we used to have fun in school. We used to have real fun. Like, we learned fun. We had fun all the time. Like, it wasn't no negative, nothing, man. Mirrors was fun when I went. It was real fun. And when I left there, I went to Tennessee Tech, met Miss Bell. Um, Cosmetology, it wasn't like any other cosmetology school. It's a little messy, a little learning. It's a classroom full of females and boys, and the girls. So of course it's gonna be messy. But me and my friend Misha, we went to cosmetology school together. Misha was the hair queen, hair guru. She did all the hair and stuff. So, and I was more focused on the nail trajectory. I knew this, what I was gonna come in the game with the nails. I already knew this. Like, everybody was doing hair, man. I was doing something else. I wanted to do nails. And that's how I went. But at the time, we didn't have the separate disciplines. Everything was either cosmetology. I think we did. No, we didn't even have nails yet. Everything was just cosmetology or barbering. Now we have the different disciplines. Um, we have cosmetology, we have manicuring, esthetician. Everything is separated now, but in the past, it was all one. We had to go for cosmetology, even if we wanted to do nails. So, yeah, I had to get those 1,500 hours regardless. And, and that's what I did. So, by me taking those classes in high school, I only had to get it probably about, I think, 500, probably about 540 more hours. And, I was out of there. Hold on. Yeah, I was out of there. Left there, worked in shops, worked here, worked there. Woo! I don't even know how many shops I worked in, y'all. I can't count it, but majority of the shops I worked in, I started off in close to my house off Perkins and Mount Mariah. I worked in a salon. Shout out to Tamika. It was a braid. It was a lock and braid and natural hair salon. I assisted under her. That's where I got my clinical hours at, practical hours at. Um, I worked in the salon. I was her shampoo tech. I used to do shampoos. I'm found so cold on the shampoos. I know how to detox locks. I know how to shampoo locks to where I look clean as a willful. You hear me? I know how to retwist. I know how to do starter locks. I know how to do all that because I worked in a natural hair salon and that's all I saw. I don't know how to braid. I never got to the braid because I always wore nails. Like, I could braid it once, but I stopped and I lost my technique. But I wear nails too bad. I want to be able to braid you, baby. I can refer you to somebody, baby. I ain't gonna be able to braid you, baby. But I can lay your tracks. I can lay your wig. But I ain't gonna be able to braid you down, baby. So I did that. I worked in a nail salon. I worked in Andrews. Everybody know Andrews on Park. I worked there. I was a hustling dog in Andrews. We used to be in these joint sun up to sundown. I'm talking about I ate, slept, lived, all that, cooked, everything in there. Man, look, come on now. If you know, you most definitely know. Yeah, I was on it. Young, turned. I'm 23, 22, doing nails all night. This another thing. I was fucking with money back then when I was working in Israel. He used to be so mad. I used to be in there house doing nails all night. Where you at? Where you? Where you at? I don't never see you, man. You always working. I'm like, I'll be there when I leave. I'm working. I'm telling you, it's most nights my friends couldn't even get to me. Me and Ezreal and they jumped about 2 in the morning. We and they jumped about 2 in the morning getting in. But this what you got to do. You got your own business. This what you have to do. And we had a boutique. She had the boutique. I was running the boutique. I was doing nails, running the boutique, selling clothes, selling purses, selling jewelry. We had it going on in there. I ain't gonna hold you. And it's still going on. So y'all gotta see her. Y'all gotta book her. We ain't doing no gatekeeping. She on pod and Drill's Nail Seek. Right across the street from the well, it's right next door to like the Vietnamese grocery store and the what is that? American Deli. They on the fire side. You can't miss. But yeah, it was going on there. I lived there. I started working in the family business. My grandma had a care home. She had a care home from before I was born up until now. And I worked in the business. I worked in and out the business. I worked there, and I was still finding me little shops to work in because I was still, I gotta do nails, grandma. I gotta do nails. Like I had to do nails. I was even doing nails at the care home, and we had a salon suite in the care home. Like we been on it. We been on it. Um, but yeah, I had that. I was doing her in the salon suite at the care home. My aunties used to come through. My little clients used to come through. That's all I know. I'm sorry. I know how to get some. For real, for real. But yeah, did that. Um, and I just really worked my way to where I am now. Like everything I ain't been peachy cream or peachy king, whatever they say. But I've been blessed. I've been blessed. I got my health and strength. I got a positive mind. And I have people who love me, so I feel like I'm blessed. And I know God. I know God in multiple forms. Not only serve one God. So don't ever get it twisted. I just got something in my eye. But yeah, I live life. I live life on my terms. I'm slowly but surely finna get back into my travel bag. I ain't got no choice now. I'm dealing with somebody who finna have me traveling all over the world just on GP. You hear me? Cause I don't know what they doing with this situation, but I'm finna have to travel. Just I been asking God. I been like, Lord, why I want to get out and travel and do nothing? But now He forcing me to go. He for- He like I see what's gonna make you move. I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna have to move you. And that's what He doing. Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting into the travel, and I met a travel agent, and we gonna be networking and connecting. Ooh, I got a text class in the morning. I need to be asleep. But yeah, y'all, I'm definitely moving and grooving. And I'm just still dealing with grief, like going back to my mom, the passing of my mom. I'm still dealing with grief, but I deal with it in positive ways. I ain't gonna say different ways. I just try to deal with it positively and not let it affect me negative. I have my days where I cry, I boo-hoo cry, I be like, mama, mama. My daddy passed too. I'm gonna tell y'all a story on my dad too. And my dad passed, my mom passed, my sister was killed in a car accident. When I tell people my story, they be thinking I'm probably crazy or lying. Like I ain't gotta lie, but this shit public record. This shit public record, yeah. I ain't got. Why would I lie about my family being deceased? That's not a. That's weird. But yeah, my sister was killed in a car accident. Um, a very tragic car accident. And I had just held my sister in my arms. Like, my sister was getting ready to move back to Memphis. And she came. she came to the house and was like, well, I'm finna move back to Memphis. I love you. I'm finna go get my stuff and come on back. And I'm like, okay, cool. When you come back, let me know. If you need anything, let me know. And I hugged my sister. I picked her up. I had a thing with picking my sister up as a baby, and she was big as hell. I'm still trying to pick her up like a little girl, like a little baby, and hold her like a little baby. And I did that up until she was 21, 22 years old. I held my sister like a baby. And that day was the last day I held my sister like a baby. I was like, come here, Sonny. Come here, Sonny. Her ass still come to me like a baby. Like, that was my baby. I'm like, come here, girl. And I just hold her like a baby. And that was my last time holding her as a baby. She never made it back to Memphis. They had a car accident on the way to Kentucky, and she passed away. She was the only one in the car that passed away, and that was really hard for me because that was my sister. Like, I just knew shit. If I wasn't gonna be friends, but if I wasn't gonna have no lot of friends, baby, I was gonna have my sister. But so, and she passed right after my dad, right after my stepmama. When I go back to my daddy, my sister, my stepmama killed herself, unalived herself. She unalived herself by GSW to the heart after my daddy passed on GTA. My stepmama unalived herself by GSW in the heart after my dad passed. And it was like, after my dad passed, we was starting to build our little relationship better. Like, she was calling, I was checking on her more, and we was talking. She was grieving, and she was just telling me what my sister was doing, and she just, I don't know. So I guess she let everything just overwhelm her and take over her, and she unalived herself, and yeah. And that was gonna be like another outlet for me because we had started getting closer, and we was opening up to each other about different stuff. She apologized for a lot of stuff that she did, but she really ain't do nothing. She just used to be my stepmama was a my stepmama was a white baby. She was so gangster. She was the gangsterest white lady I ever met in my life. My daddy had found him a G. Linda was so cold thief. I was thinking gangster. I'm not lying to you. She used to work. She was a nurse at the med. She used to work all night, so while we there, she really was gone, but she used to make sure we had food. She used to make sure y'all okay, I'm getting ready to leave y'all. We ain't spend a lot of time with her like that because she was working all the time. But my daddy worked in the day, she worked in the night, and we was starting to go out to eat. She was coming when they were divorced, and when my daddy had died, she was coming around more and inviting us out to eat. We was talking more and stuff. So it was like, dang, we was just really building a relationship after my daddy passed away, and then she passed away. So yeah, it was my life been a whirlwind, man. I ain't gonna say it's rough because it's good now, you know. I know what to do. I know how to move and pray and just pray without ceasing and just keep going now. Back then, I don't know how I was maneuvering because I was just, if I'm happy, I'm doing this. If I'm happy, I'm going there, I'm doing this. I'm flipping the script so fast, I can't even process the grief. I can't even process the pain because I'm on to the next thing. And I probably shouldn't have done it. I probably should have sought counseling or sought therapy or whatever they would need time. But I was young. I was popping it, young, going out, being with so-called friends and stuff like that. So we live and we learn. But yeah, so even though it's Pynk Whitney, pretty this, pretty that, baby, my life has been hell somewhat. My life been ugly. I've been through some rough shit, so that's why I'm able to. The pretty is bigger than the appearance. The pretty is my demeanor, my mind, my processing of my thoughts and my creativity. So all of it is pretty because the the backlash, and the back behind the scenes is so ugly. Like the stuff I've been through is so ugly. I done been abused, I done been all type of stuff, but I rose above all of it. I know I rose above all of it. And I keep going. So yeah. But yes, I've been out here for a little minute. I think this is the longest live I've ever done. I really do. And I just wanted to get a little tea about the passing of my mom. And I'll come back to y'all with um probably something more, uppity the next live. Something more not so emotional, something more I don't even want to say positive because this live was not negative at all. It was just emotional. It was emotional. So the next one will probably be a little upbeat. And I thank God I did not cry on her because no ma'am. Clock it. No. We're not doing that. We know how to process our emotions. I cry when it's time to cry. Laugh when the phone's up playing. Cry when it's time to cry. Laugh when it's time to laugh. Yeah. All that. But yeah, I just want to get on here and tell y'all this story. I'm about to finish up my assignments. I just been looking at my screen, watching it. I ain't doing nothing since I've been out here. But yes, hope y'all have a beautiful night. If you out and about, be careful, be safe. Um, and just stay tuned. Keep watching. Go back and watch all my old episodes, my old videos, my stories, my music. I got some little music on here, y'all. I do a lot. Um, Subscribe, share, like. Get on here and tell me what's your favorite story. What's your favorite live or your favorite episode that I have dropped on here? Let me know. Let me know what type of content y'all want from me too. Do y'all want me to do unboxing, like Temu hauls, Amazon hauls, Fashion Nova hauls? Like, what type of stuff do y'all want to see? Like plus size content. Um, Summertime is coming up. I could get out here and do some plus size swimsuit haul for y'all, some summer clothes and stuff like that. Just let me know what type of content you looking for. Hair. If there are any hair vendors, lash vendors, I love lashes, I love hair, I love all things glam, makeup, stuff like that. If it's any vendors out there that wants to send me something, you can email me at upscalenails901@gmail.com. That is upscalenails901@gmail.com. And you can send me all of your products. I'll send you my address so you can send me out your products and stuff like that. So, and you can also book me. I'm a nail tech here in Memphis, Tennessee. I travel worldwide. Passport ready, all of it. So bookings are available. You can go on my site at www.upscalenails901@setmore.com. You can see a list of my services, a list of my everything I do, a list of my tax services, healthcare services, and nail services are all on that site. Anything you want to know about me is on that site. business-wise. And yes, y'all, it's your girl. This is the Pretty Privileged Podcast. I'm your girl, Pynk Whitney. Signing out. Mwah.